Hi there! My name is Ben, otherwise known as Pieway, and today I've got an exciting pilot episode for you. Oh, the places you'll scry. The places you'll scry is a show focused on preserving play experiences. So it's not limited to one card game or even one tabletop experience, but it's all about preserving the different types of players that play tabletop games and the different types of tabletop and trading card game experiences that are out there. I shoot a variety of other Magic the Gathering shows in the space. You might recognize Quest for the Janklord, which I edit for, and Tabletop Jocks, which I've annually done some Vegas episodes for. And without further ado, here's my co-host and guest this episode, Tommy Self.
Hey. How we doing? Excited to play? Ready to do some Duel Masters?
Yeah. Tommy, how do I know you?
Oh,
Who do you know here?
Yeah, you and I went to college together, Gustavus Adolphus College. We were rooming in the same section freshman year.
Yeah.
Been buds ever since.
Yeah. And you do a bit of acting, right?
Yeah, I do. I act, I direct, I produce, I do all sorts of freelance crew work around the Twin Cities and everywhere I can get it.
Hell yeah. I know the grind. You were in one of my college films, which I'm showing on the screen right now. We've always been chasing that AV golden ticket.
Absolutely.
And creating our own.
Right.
Duel Masters is Magic's half-brother. It was released in Japan in 1999 to compete with the likes of Yu-Gi-Oh! By tying in a consistent anime and manga to a trading card game that didn't require dice.
That makes sense. Duel Monsters, Duel Masters, and all kind of, there it is.
People will commonly, when you bring up Duel Masters, they'll say, oh, Master Duels, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Thing? I'll be like, no, that's not what I mean Duel Masters.
Yeah.
But it was created by some people like from Wizards of the Coast, like Mark Rosewater and Gavin Verhey. I actually don't have the exact credits, so they're displaying right now, but I know that those two gentlemen worked on it. And it had an American run from 2004 to 2006, and then they tried it again with Rise of the Kaijudo Masters, which I was a Duel Masters fan, and I didn't even know that was related to Duel Masters until after it was discontinued.
Wait a sec.
Yeah. So it's failed twice here, but I actually think it could work in the Western market. And Magic is doing all this crossover sets. Why don't they do a crossover set with the game? But hey, we have to decide who goes first. I have the Darkness and Fire deck, and you have the, what do you have?
It's light and nature.
Hell yeah.
So, on the light side of things.
Yeah. And we have to decide who goes first. I don't have a dice over here because Duel Masters doesn't require dice. Here's one. You want to go even in odds on this?
Yeah, I'll take evens.
Okay. And we've rolled a 4, so you'll go first.
Wonderful.
So we've got to set up our 5 shields from the top of our deck.
Okay.
Which are our life points. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, it is kind of interesting because I guess, these are like playing cards that you could have played, but otherwise now are just kind of used as life points.
And when you take damage, they go to your hand. So you essentially draw a card when you're on the back pedal.
Okay, that seems like a cool way to balance this out.
Yeah, so then we'll draw 5 cards for our opening hand. And you are starting first.
Cool. I'm going to use this light guy, Toll Vizier of Hope, to give myself 1 light mana. And I'm fairly sure that's all I can do here, so I'll move the next turn to you.
Hell yeah. You're gonna draw for turn. Since I'm going second, I can draw on my first turn. And I will put the Actually, I'll put Gamil, Knight of Hatred, down as my mana. And then I will tap 1 to cast Marrow Ooze the Twister. Check out that art. It can block,
my.
but whenever it attacks a player, it's destroyed afterwards.
Oh, okay.
So it's
Marrow ooze.
yes, it has 1,000 power.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yes, and I'll pass to you.
So I get to draw another card.
Yes. What do you think about those card sleeves?
Yeah, they're pretty nice. I actually really like the feel. It's it like pulls off the deck really easily, but sticks in my hand too.
Yeah, you like that they're magic?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Good plug there for sure. Okay, so it looks like I can put this guy, Exploding Cactus,
Ooh,
in for 1 mana.
nice. So you got 2 mana.
And then I
Dos
think
Equis.
Dos Equis, kind of, not really, not sponsored.
Have you seen those Star Wars Dos Equis? So yes, Cerveza Equis.
Yes, I've definitely seen that. Makes me laugh. I put my mana card down. I have 2 mana, and that's all I can do on this turn, so I'll pass it to you.
Ooh, that cactus. What kind of tequila do you think?
It's gotta be spicy, and frankly, it's gotta hurt going down.
I've seen the game theory thing where they say that the creeper from Minecraft is based on an exploding cactus. Do you think that's real or conjecture?
It might be conjecture. You know, you have no idea what they're basing those Minecraft creatures off of.
Yeah, that's just a game conjecture.
Yeah.
A game
A
conjecture.
game conjecture.
I'll play Brawler Xyler. It has 1,000, and when it attacks, it gets plus 2,000. I might be putting in the anime. There's 3D CGI of all of the creatures.
Oh, very
I
cool.
might put that up if copyright allows. Otherwise, you're seeing the PS2 footage.
Oh.
This is the pilot. We're figuring it out.
Yeah, one step at a time. That's so cool.
And I'm not gonna swing with my air arrows because it dies when I swing. So I'll pass to you.
Okay, here we go. Pulling another card here. Wonderful. So, I am going to put down the Solar Ray for 1 more mana.
Heck yeah, you got 3 mana.
3 mana. I've got my mana here. I'm going to tap all 3 of my mana to summon Mighty Shouter into the battle zone.
Heck yeah.
He's got 2,000 points, and he's got a cool little ability in there that may come into play.
When it dies, it becomes a mana. And yeah, you've got to tap, sir.
Oh, yes. I've got to
It's
tap.
a game action.
Exactly. So, tapped and done. I'll pass it over to you.
All right. Untap, draw. Well, my creature no longer has summoning sickness. So I am going to place Bone Assassin the Ripper in my charge zone, and I am going to cast Blasto, Explosive Soldier.
Blasto.
When I have a darkness creature in the battle zone, which I do, it gets plus 2,000 power, so it's a 4,000.
Oh.
And I'm gonna attack your middle shield with my 3,000 creature.
This
which
gentleman
can't
here?
block. Yep.
Okay.
So that goes to your hand. If the
Wow.
card says shield trigger, you can cast it for free with shield.
Does not.
Okay. And then I'll pass to you.
Okay, so I untap. I draw a card. I'm
Drawing some cool stuff.
yeah, trying, you know, seeing what I've got here. Because this looks good. I'm going to put this in, this Dimension Gate card in my mana zone
Cool.
for 1 more mana. I'm going to tap 3 of these mana. I'm going to tap 3 of these mana to summon Silver Axe.
Heck yeah, what does that do?
Silver Axe, when he attacks, I get to put the top card of my deck into my mana zone.
That's really good.
Yeah, it sounds pretty good, but I don't think I can attack with him just yet, right?
Not yet. You can attack with this
But
though.
I can attack with this gentleman, and I can attack... what do I have available
You
to
can
attack?
target my shields,
Okay.
which can be blocked by a creature that has blocker.
Right.
and you can attack my tapped
guys. And so also if I had used like that spell to tap this guy to say I could have attacked him.
Yep.
Cool.
And a tapped creature can't block.
Okay, makes sense. So, I don't have anything else to tap. They don't have to tap this to attack. I can just attack. So
you can just tap your creature.
I will just tap my Mighty Shouter and attack your Brawler Xyler.
Okay. I'm gonna block with my Marrow Ooze the Twister.
Okay.
Which dies because it has 1,000 and you have 2,000.
Okay, so.
And yeah.
There we go. But that helps me because the darkness type is off for the moment.
You take a name.
Okay, works for me.
Sounds good. Does that conclude your turn?
Yes, I'll pass it on over to you.
Thank you, Tommy.
Uh-huh.
Draw for turn. I will play a card in the mana zone and tap 4 for Giga Bulver. It's a chimera and it has 3,000 and it's not the combination of a little girl and a dog. A la Full Metal Alchemist. Just want to let the people know at home.
Make sure.
God. Even though this description says it looks like a hideous monster, but really there's a sweet little girl deep down inside in its stomach.
That's really scary.
Yeah. And this was a game marketed to kids in 2004.
Amazing. Yes. I wonder why it failed.
Yeah. If you get a shield trigger ability off of a light card, you can't activate it. So you don't get the free spell.
Okay.
While this is in the battlefield. It's time for combat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna swing at you with my Brawler Xyler, your Mighty Shouter specifically.
Oh, Mighty Shouter, no.
Yeah, I've got 2,000 power attacker, so that destroys.
Luckily for me, this creature goes directly to my mana zone when destroyed.
Ooh, disturbing the peace, I'll pass to you.
All right. Untap all of my mana. I'm going to draw from my deck. Fantastic. And then I'm going to put this solar ray into my mana zone.
Heck yeah.
Next up.
What could he be planning?
Oh, something sinister.
This show brought to you by nobody. I have no sponsors. I do have a Patreon. You can check that out. But in lieu of sponsorship, I'm going to tell you to donate to your local library because they're awesome. I just brought some books there recently. And people are already going to say I'm virtually signaling if I say that on camera.
Anymore.
I did a good thing, and I mentioned
absolutely.
it.
You like the library.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. I'm going to tap 5 of my mana here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's a lot of mana.
Oh yeah, and I'm going to bring out Milius, the Day Stretcher, Berserker. Each darkness creature will now cost you 2 more to summon, and each darkness spell will cost 2 more to cast.
It has blocker and 2,500.
Yes, a nice, strong, beefy friend.
Yes.
Oh, I can attack your shields. So,
Yes.
I will use my Silver Axe to attack your middle shield.
Ooh. No shield breaker.
All right.
And that is tapped. I'm gonna untap and draw. Wow. Because of that blocker, I have to pay 5 mana to cast this next creature.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to put down a Bloody Skeeto, and I'm going to cast Purple Piercer. Can't be attacked by light creatures, can't be blocked by light creatures. Okay. 2,000, but I had to pay 5 mana for it, which is crazy. This is also untapped for the detail-oriented viewers at home. I'm going to swing for 3,000 at this shield.
Wonderful. Okie doke. No shield breaker. That's what it's called.
No shield breaker.
No shield breaker.
I'm going to attack this one.
Wonderful. No shield breaker.
No shield breaker. I'm going to attack this one.
Okay.
I'm on the aggro.
No shield breaker. Yeah, I think I've got one left.
Ooh. All right. I will pass to you.
Wonderful. So I will untap all of my mana, and with this, and my card here, yes. And with this vast array, and draw a card from my deck.
Wow, you're so close to 7 mana.
Yes.
It's a really good card in there for 7 mana.
That there is, and I've got him. Okay, I'm gonna put this creature in my mana zone to get 7 mana.
Heck yeah.
And then I'm gonna tap them all.
Whoa.
I'm gonna tap every single one.
All 7. Dang.
All 7 to bring out Psyforce, Aurora Elemental, Angel, Commando, a blocker, which
Block a creature.
you can block a creature, and when you put it into the battle zone, I may return a spell from my mana zone to my hand, and I will return this Dimension Gate back to my hand that I foolishly put in my mana zone beforehand.
Oh, I was giving you the out by saying I was wondering why you put it in there.
Exactly. So, we've got 2 blockers.
You gonna attack any of my creatures?
I think I am going to attack your Brawler Xyler with Milius the Day Stretcher. Tap there.
It is dead.
Dunzo. And then I'm going to take this shield here with Silver Axe.
All right, the top card of your deck goes
into the mana zone.
So bouncing that mana didn't really put you out.
Not much at all.
Heck
Although
yeah.
this guy was pretty cool too, so I'll miss him, but that's all right.
Ooh. All right, and that concludes your turn.
That does conclude my turn.
Oh man. All right, let's see what I draw.
Just a quick. Oh, never mind, because this is tap 2.
Yeah.
I was
That's untapped.
But this is untapped. Would I have been able to use it on something?
On a 1 mana thing.
Cool.
Yeah.
I don't have that.
But technically, you can't. In this game, you can't cast spells after combat.
Wonderful. So then I probably wouldn't have been able. Well, if I had attacked with this one first, then I could have. Okay.
I see. Yes. Unfortunately, I think I have you dead though. I'm going to tap 4 for Critical Blade to destroy a blocker.
Oh no, not my Psyforce Aurora Elemental.
Not this time.
Oh man.
And I'm going to swing with Blasto at your remaining shield.
No
Any
shield triggered.
I'm going to swing at you with a Purple Piercer.
I've been pierced.
You've been pierced.
The cards.
The Purple Piercer.
I've been pierced. The Purple Piercer.
It's got you.
Oh, my heart.
Thank you for playing game
Yes,
1.
of course.
Let's rock it back up and go to game
Here we
2.
go.
Duel Masters
All right.
is a best 2 out of 3 game, but there's no sideboard because the flexibility of being able to put anything as a mana, the game would be too solved if it had a sideboard.
Now, what's a sideboard?
That's where you have a tiny deck on the side. It's called not an extra deck. It's called something else in Yu-Gi-Oh! But it's where in between best 2 out of 3 games you can have a set cards to swap into your thing. But you can't have the sideboard cards in your game 1 ever in a tournament.
That makes sense.
That's considered cheating, and we don't do that here.
We don't do that here. We're not cheaters.
No, I just won fair and square because I was playing an aggro deck, and you are playing a battleship deck. So
Battleship.
you try to
kinda
build
badass.
a big creature and then smack my face in. Like,
That makes sense to me.
cool. Well, you
All right.
lost, so you get to choose if you go first or not this
What's the advantages?
Going first has many advantages.
Okay, so I'll go first.
Yes.
Perfect.
That's my answer to that
All right,
question.
I'll be going first.
Cool.
So we'll take the top 5 for shields.
Yep. And then the top 5 for hand.
5, wonderful. Okay, so I go first.
Yeah, show us how it's done.
Which means I will put... Okay, so yes, I'm going to put this spell Solar Ray into my mana zone. And that is all I'm able to do here on this first turn, so I'm going to pass it off to you.
All right. I'm going to draw I'm going to show you something familiar. I'm going to put a Scratch Claw in and play a Marrow Ooze, a 1000 blocker.
Okay.
And so, Tommy, what's your favorite movie you've been in? Also passed to you.
Wonderful. I'll draw here. Wow, my favorite movie that I've been in. Well, I get to it's kind of fun when you get to be an extra as a crew member on stuff. So I've been in kind of a few different pictures, but
I've held a flag or two on set.
Yeah. You know how it goes exactly. But I was just working on this cool movie in Owatonna last summer. Where I was a supporting actor on a hockey movie, and that was a lot of fun. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was called Gretzky's Office. It's not out yet, but
Gretzky,
yeah, right? It was a cool, fun little thing. And
Gretzky.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Gretzky, baseball superstar. Anyway,
Greta Etzky.
No, but that was a lot of fun, and acting in front of a camera is a different experience from stage acting, which is most of my experience.
Wow, we should act on camera sometime.
Yeah, right? Huh?
Show us how it's done.
Wonderful. In that case, I'm going to put this creature into my mana zone, and I'm going to tap them both to summon Emerald Grass, a blocker.
Heck yeah.
It can't attack players, but I think it can attack shields and monsters, so...
No, that would be a player.
Oh, that's a player, so it can't attack at all. Can't attack at all, but it's a great little blocker.
It's like a foil to this darkness.
I see!
That dies when it attacks.
I see!
Yeah.
So, it all makes sense.
Light versus darkness.
Wow, they've got a balance. Interesting. That's all I've got here. I'll pass it to you.
Alright, untap, draw. Alright, I will play a Fire Sweeper Burning Hellion in my mana zone. When I was a kid, my mom did not like that because Hellion has the word hell in it.
Whoa. Disrespectful.
Yeah. I'm going to swing at your middle shield with my Marrow Ooze the Twister.
Okay, and I'm going to use my Emerald Grass blocker to block it with 3,000 power, I believe.
Oh, I thought I had 1,000. Okay.
All right.
Well, that is dead, and I'll pass to you.
Wonderful. That means I untap all of my brothers here.
Have you ever watched a card game anime?
Yes, I have, of course, watched Yu-Gi-Oh! Growing up, watched that all the time.
Can you do any Yu-Gi-Oh! Impressions?
It's over, Kaiba.
Draw your last pathetic card.
Yeah, Weevil.
Yu-Gi.
Joey Wheeler.
Boston, Brooklyn X.
Really just New York, I guess.
That's the guy from Yu Yu Hakusho. Who's it? With the red hair.
What's his name?
Orochimaru.
Yeah, Urameshi. What's his name?
I don't know.
Oh gosh.
He always sounds like a baby that's making a noise from his throat.
Urameshi.
Yeah.
Okay, I am going to put Aeris Flight Elemental into my mana zone.
Ooh, air.
And
9,000. Wow.
Yes. Oh, I maybe shouldn't have done that, huh? He's pretty strong.
Can't attack players though.
Yeah. I can only kind of attack certain monsters, and I'm not really at that stage yet. So that's all I can do, and I'm gonna pass it on to you.
Heck yeah! I'm gonna draw a card. I'm going to play a Fire Sweeper Hellion.
Amazing.
And I'm going to cast Blasto, Explosive Soldier.
This guy again.
2,000 and gains 2,000 if there's a darkness creature in the battle zone on either side.
Okay.
Pass to you with your 3,000 blocker.
Yeah, I need to be able to do something about that guy before...
Dang.
we get there, but unfortunately, it won't be this turn. I'm going to put Mysterious Sonic Guardian into the mana zone.
Okay.
Yes, I think this turn's over. Gah, I don't have anything to do. I'll pass it off to you.
I love the anime voice. All right. Send the cheese. I'm going to cast Marrow Ooze to block myself, and now this has 4,000, so I'm going to swing at that middle shield with my 4,000 attack. Do you block?
I am not going to block. I'm going to take this shield. No shield
strategic
trigger.
damage, yes.
Indeed. I like this. I like this move. I like my blocker.
Pass to you, my friend.
Thank you, sir. I will draw from my deck Interesting Creature. I'm going to put Exploding Cactus into my mana zone.
All right.
So I'm going to tap 3 of my mana here to summon Mighty Shouter to the field.
Ooh. Did they used to call you that something?
Yeah, they used to call me that in high school. Anyway, yeah, that is all I can do on this turn, so I'm going to pass it off to you.
Hell yeah. Yeah, draw your last pathetic card, Tommy. I'm going to play down a Bloody Squeeto.
Okay.
And I'm going to tap 5 for Vashuna Sword Dancer. It has 7,000 and Double Breaker.
Yikes.
But it cannot attack a player.
Okay.
So once you have no shield, it can't attack, actually.
I see, okay.
It's dead once you have no shields.
Got it.
I'm gonna swing at you with this 4,000 here.
Okay, with 4,000, I can't block without, so I'll take some strategic damage. No shield trigger.
And I'll pass to you.
Okay, I will untap all of my mana here, and I will draw a card from my deck. I put Screaming Sunburst into my mana zone, and I'm going to tap these 3 mana to bring out my Silver Axe.
Ooh.
And for now, I can attack with Mighty Shouter.
Yes, I have no blockers.
And so I can attack your shields.
Yeah.
I'll attack your middle shield with my Mighty Shouter.
All right. No shield trigger.
Okay, here we go. Then I will pass my turn to you.
All right. Well, untap and draw. Ugh, I'm coming for you. I'm gonna play Soul Gold for the mana, and I'm gonna tap 6 for Gamil, Knight of Hatred.
All right.
When it attacks, I can return a darkness creature from my graveyard to my hand.
Oh, that's scary.
And I'm going to swing at your shields with Vashuna, these two, with my double break.
So I'll have to use my blocker to take out one of those, but I'll still have to...
Nope, you take no damage.
I take no damage. Do I lose this gentleman?
It's gone.
He is gone.
Very destroyed.
Emerald grass in the graveyard.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to swing at this shield with Blasto.
Okay. No shield trigger.
All right, and I'm going to pass to you.
Okie doke. Then I will draw a card from my hand and untap all of my mana and cards. Okay, that's cool.
6 mana currently.
I have 6 mana and I can get to 7. So I just have to pick one. I think I'm gonna put Ravu, Seeker of Lightning, into my mana zone.
Okay. Ooh, putting a 6 for a 7?
Yeah,
Is that what's happening? Is that what I'm seeing?
That is what you're seeing here, where we've don't have a lot of options.
I have no other options.
There's nothing left. I have to show you my best cards. I tap all 7 mana, and I play Psyforce, Aurora Elemental.
Really good.
When I put this creature into the battle zone, I may return a spell card from my mana zone. Cool. So I'm fairly sure... Oh, I can do some attacks.
Yes, you can attack.
So I'm going to attack with my Silver Axe. I'm going to attack this shield.
Okay. Get a card.
Wonderful.
That's tapped.
That's tapped.
You get a mana.
And I get a mana. It's
really good
this
ability.
Dimension Gate. We love that. If only I had used that then, I could have pulled Dimension Gate. Oh well.
Sequencing. That's card games.
That really is card games. Then I guess I will use Mighty Shouter to attack Marrows. Is that something I can do?
Well, I can block. You can attack this, but this is a 4,000, so you don't.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
You can attack me, and I can choose to block you
with theirs. Okay, well then I'll attack this gentleman.
I'm gonna protect my shield and block.
Okay. The Marrow Ooze is gone.
Marrow's
This Blasto.
such good art.
Truly. This Blasto's still looking scary though. Well, that's my turn, so I'll pass it off to you.
Alright. Wow, no blockers. I could edge
one
right
blocker.
Here. Ooh. A 7,000 blocker
7,000
too.
blocker.
So I can't.
It's a stalemate.
This is
Not
also
really.
untapped. Well, I will attack you with my double breaker.
And then I guess I'll block it with a Psy-Force here.
Wow. So they will trade, as they say.
And destroy each other.
Destroy each other. I will attack this shield with Blasto.
Okay. No shield trigger.
I will attack this shield with Gamil, Knights of Hatred.
Okay, no shield trigger.
And when this attacks, I can return a darkness creature from my graveyard to my hand.
Oh,
I'll return this to my hand.
This is brutal. I'm taking a beating. Okay.
That wasn't an optimal play because you have no shield, so I can't attack with it.
No.
But I declared it.
Yes.
So it's happening.
It's happening now.
Well, I pass to you.
If it goes to me, I'll untap all of my mana.
This could be your last turn.
This could be.
If you don't get a blocker down or take care of my creature.
Yes. I need something powerful. Okay.
The heart of the cards. So
The
they made you go,
heart of the card.
okay.
Yeah, I guess I can put it in my mana zone. I'm going to put this Moonlight Flash spell in my mana zone. And I'm going to tap. Oh my god. Okay, I am going to tap 5 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Wow! 5 mana footlong!
5 mana footlong. Well, I'll not do this one and instead do this one.
Should we get Subway tonight just to feel young?
Just to feel young again, listen.
Just to remember when we used to eat Subway?
Yeah, I can't tell you that's a bad idea. It's 20% off or something. I'm going to put tap those 5 mana to put Mistrius Sonic Guardian in play. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm going to tap 1, 2, 3 more mana to bring out another Mighty Shouter. And I'll tell you, Kakarot, if you give me one more turn, I'll show you the full extent of my power. And I'll pass it over to you.
That's a good technique. I hadn't thought of that. Did you take what is it called? Public discourse?
Yeah, public discourse. Learning how to convince people of your points. No, I'm just a Dragon Ball Z fan. I actually just caught up on Dragon Ball Super. I just watched the very last episode. It was quite good. It was very fun. Yes.
What was your favorite arc?
Oh, the Tournament of Power.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. It was so much fun.
I wish they had been bolder with the Zamasu arc.
Yeah, it was a little bit like, this is really cool and interesting. Oh, Goku Black, what are they going to do? Nothing. I'm a Gohan stan, so I definitely wish they would have given him a little bit more beans, but yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, I feel like they're foreshadowing it with the fact that at the beginning of Super, he was so embarrassed in front of Frieza.
Yes, it was dang, I don't ever want to be like that again.
Yeah.
Instead it was that stunk. Anyway, I'm a dad.
Yeah. Well,
what?
Have you seen Dragon Ball Heroes?
No.
Well, I'm gonna entertain your Dragon Ball Z theme threat because I don't think you have me dead to rights.
I don't think so.
Wait. I have no blockers, so if I pass the turn, I'll die. But I've already said it.
Kakarot! Listen, you don't have to willingly lose the game on purpose.
I'm gonna swing Gamil, Knight of the Hatred at you and kill you.
Hatred.
I'm gonna win the first game of my show.
No.
Oh, the places you'll Scry. The show has no official theme.
No.
But please, any card game you want to play, I'll play Yu-Gi-Oh! I'll play the Naruto card game. I'll play Flesh and Blood. I love all of those. I'll play any format, any sub-format. I really like niche formats of Magic. I want to do Dan, which is Magic, but it's Go Fish.
Yeah.
It is literally, it plays exactly like Go Fish in the way the card mechanics
Okay, I've done it. I'd love to play that.
Yeah. And thank you so much for having,
Of course.
for being on my show. I'm so used to saying having a. Tommy, where can we find you on the internet?
Oh man, I guess you could probably follow me on Instagram. It's at Tommy Selfie, TOMMYSELFY. And
It's such a good handle.
Right? It's easy, right? My name's Tommy Self. I do it all. It's a lot of fun, and I'm really happy to be here.
You'll probably be seeing him again on other places you'll Scry. And
Hope to be
please donate to your local library. You got anything to say about the virtues of donating to a local library?
Yeah, man, education's important. You gotta read. It's one of the only ways that you can improve your vocabulary, your neuroplasticity into old age. I'm not just talking to you kids. I'm talking to the teens. I'm talking to the adults as well. Read more books.
Bye!
Bye.
Hell yeah.
Awesome.
That's the pilot of my show.
I'm gonna put Misrius Sonic Guardian into the mana zone.
Okay.
I'm gonna tap 3 of my mana here to summon Mighty Shouter. Hey, that's what they called me in high school. And that is...
Technically, you can't do that because that's green.